Hey guys, this is Wmwesports. This is Season 2. We're at the French Grand Prix. This is our qualifying lap. As you can see from the previous lap, we got a purple middle sector, but we ruined it on the last sector as Mini Laverick goes into provisional pole. This will be our last run. We're on the softs. We're in the all black livery in respect to Murray Walker, who's tragically passed away recently. One of my absolute heroes, and one of the people who got me into F1 to start with. As we only gain a 10th in a very untidy first sector. This is a horrible track. It's a testing circuit. It shouldn't be on the calendar. I think the fact there's no gravel, no grass, no anything is just really. It shouldn't be a Formula 1 race. It should just be a testing circuit. As we're up by 4/10 now. We were up much more at this stage as we nearly lose it on the Mistral straight. Gotta get out of that. So this is a really untidy lap. Kind of hoping at this point that I finish out at the top 10. As we gained 6/10 there nearly in one corner. And so hopefully we'll beat Scammer's time on the medium, who's in 8th. As we run wide in the last corner. Horrible, horrible lap. Really untidy. As we cross the line, and we're in P7. Not a good effort by us. Top 4, rivaling with Marty. That's the championship table. You can see we're only a couple of points by Marty in 2nd. And that's the scoring criteria in this league. Away now to the grid. It looks as though there's been a bit of rain on the track since qualifying. Certainly the formation lap, it seemed very, very slippery. We did do 2 full laps on these tyres though in qualifying, so maybe that's got something to do with it as well.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
As the tension builds. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights out and we're away. Niari has a mighty start in front of us. There's already contact. I think that's Mazza in the wall. So that's P5 for us already. There's Mazza's at our inside as well. So you've got to take it quite slow there. So that's P6. We're up to P5 at one point, but Mazza got a better line than us. Mazza, who of course started near the front row. But I think Mazza must have wing damage here. So we may even get a run on him going into the first straight on the first lap. Which we do. So that's P5 on lap 1. Up from P7, that's not a bad start. We avoided any contact as well. Give Mazza a bit of room on the inside, but that's our corner. So we're going to chase after Niari. And that's good. We closened up to our championship rival Marty, who's sitting in 3rd. We need to get past Niari now. So as you can see by the side there as it stands, Mini Laverick going away with the league, but we're now 8 points behind Marty, unless we improve our position. So Mazza's behind us, who has got wing damage, but behind him is Chris White, who qualified out of position and is going to be really, really quick. So Mazza has pitted, so that makes us P4. Smarterman pitted as well. But we've got to be careful to the threat of Chris White behind us. There's Niari slow going through there, not much traction. Don't think we're quite close enough even with rich fuel and the ERS on. So we might as well save some ERS because we're not close enough to make a move. As Niari's car looks like a bit of a handful going through the fast corner there. I've run quite a high downforce setup despite the straights because it's just so much easier to accelerate out of these corners, which I think Niari's done the complete opposite. He's really struggling to accelerate out of the long corners. So Chris has caught us now, he's within a second of us, which is important, especially as on this lap the DRS will be enabled.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
As Niari's really slow going through that first chicane, we're going to get a much better run on him. He gets his elbows out, but we stay firm. And we now own this corner. And so it's after Matty who's ahead of us now. And Niari will hopefully be a barrier for Chris behind as well. If we can pull away from Niari, that is. So at the moment, Mini Laverick first, Matty second, and myself in third, with Niari and Chris behind me. Race looking good so far on lap 3. And so on to lap 7. We've pitted since then for a pair of set of softs. We've come out in P9 behind Keith, who's in the middle now between me and Matty. And the safety car is now out. So the safety car's out.
Delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive delta.
So this will be interesting to see how people pit and where they come out. Because we've pitted earlier than those on the mediums, this might have ruined us. It'll be interesting to see what position we can come out of this time. So the safety car's really thrown things for us. It's going to be quite a race now that we're in P9, and those behind will catch it. Maz will have pace behind us. So as the safety car's about to go in, we're right in the back of Keith.
Flag. We're racing again.
It's on the outside, and Keith's going to put us on the tarmac. He's not giving us any room there. Keith's on an old set of mediums, and we're on much quicker soft, so we need to, for this strategy to work, we need to get past Keith and try and get past Marty as well. Otherwise he's going to have much more of a benefit later, as Keith's just parking on every apex there, defending well. And because I've gone for quite a high downforce for the last sector, because I seem to make more time there, I'm really struggling to overtake. Will Keith give us a room here? We're going to back out. We might have a run on this outside.
A new strategy is
Not this time. Need to be careful of Mazda behind her as well.
Okay, copy that.
Some engineer thinks going on the hards, going on the medium, sorry, in 5 laps is better than our original strategy of going on the hards. Would have saved some tyre wear. We're definitely quicker than Keith through the corners. And with that much quicker, we've got a bit of wing damage here, I think. Not too severe, but it completely caught us out the amount of braking there. As we're going to go on the inside here, and we'll get the move done before the last corner. And so now we've got Marty ahead on the slower medium tyres. So we're going to have to catch up with Marty if we want to gain second in the championship. I think Marty's going to catch Skarma, who I think is on the set of mediums he started on. So hopefully Skarma can hold up Matty here. So pulling away from Mazza, who's on the hards. There's Nyari spun in front of us. So that's another position gained. Not sure what happened there, but that's another position gained for us. And we're catching Matty now. Yeah. But we have got a bit of front wing damage, so that might slow us down slightly. As there's a trail of cars in front of us. We nearly lose it coming out of there. Bit too eager, but look how much we've caught with Matty, who's getting blocked by these cars here. And Matty's getting past Skarma there. So,
Okay,
to move.
stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
The Saloon and Skarma now battle.
Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive
He's
delta.
out.
Virtual safety
we'd
car is deployed.
Yes, we did. So there's an accident there between Skarma and Saloon.
Delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
But he had made the move prior to the safety coming out by the looks of it. And I know Chris has already had a drive-through because of the VSC during this race, so I need to make sure I'm careful that I don't get one myself.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta.
I'm really close to the delta, so I've got to slow down a little bit. So the VSC's in, but Skarma gets a much better run on us. So he flies by the outside, there's nothing we can do. But we should have more grip than him. Got Saloon behind us now as well. So we've got DRS here. Skarma hasn't. Matty's made the gap to him, so I wonder if we can get a move. We're in the slipstream, we're going to pull out.
Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the mediums.
And the move's done prior to us reaching the first chicane, so again we need to catch Matty as quick as we can now. As we don't quite hit the apex there. I run slightly wide there as well.
1.7 seconds.
So at the moment Mini Laverick in first, Matterman second, Matty in third, myself in fourth, Skarma in fifth and Mazza in sixth. We're definitely catching the 2 on mediums in front of us. There's quite a big gap between the pace of each tyre here. I think there's about a second difference between the softs and the mediums, but tyre wear is also quite high here. We're definitely catching both Matterman and Matty here. Matterman with a great recovery drive after he pitted on the first lap. There's Skarma pits, and that's going to move us into P4. No, apologies, we're in P4 anyway. So on lap 20 now. We've put the mediums on, Matty's going to put the softs on. We've gained a 3-second penalty somewhere as well. This is going to be a race now of how quick Matty is on them soft tyres.
0.0 seconds.
Of course we have got that 3-second penalty, so that's going to come into it as well. So he's going to come up behind Skarma, so hopefully Skarma can do a bit of work for us and block Matty as much as possible. So as it stands currently, we move up to second in the championship. 4 points clear of Matty. But it's going to be a struggle keeping Matty behind with these tyres. Also running quite low on fuel towards this point of the race. And on ERS. So as we jump on, start of lap 26, you can see Matty's right behind us. The only thing I can hope for here is that Matty also gets a penalty and I can somehow keep him behind us on the softs. We've got enough of a gap to Scammer in 5th. You can see tyre wear on mine as well. You can just see I had a snap of oversteer there, but this will be Matty's 6th lap on those softs and they don't last very long around here, so maybe we could pull away slightly, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull 1.8 seconds. So all we can hope for is that Matty gets a penalty. A shame. This promised to be a really, really good battle towards the end of the race, with the two of us on separate strategies. But because of my 3-second penalty, Matty's probably thinking it's not worth the battle, and to just stick within that 3 seconds and keep it safe, not to make any little run wide and get a warning for corner curtain or anything like that. Just to keep it on the track.
This is your final lap.
Did gain about 3/10 to Matty on that lap, but it's not going to make much of a difference, regardless of how many personal bests we put in.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
We're not going to get within 3 seconds of that man ahead of us either. Really struggling for grip now at this stage. As you can see, the front left at 60%. Trying to use what little ERS I have just to see if I can make that gap, but it's not going to happen. Mike can just cruise home. As we go down the Mistral straight for the last time. And we're still pretty close to our personal best. We're only less than a 10th off, but it's just not enough to make that gap any bigger. We're not going to catch Matt Man ahead of us. Unless something quite extraordinary happens, so it looks as though we'll finish P4. Trying to put my foot down everywhere, get a snap of oversteer there, which means Matty's going to close. So after the penalty, we'll come in P4, which isn't bad considering we started P7 on the grid and we had quite a bit of battling to do, especially with the safety cars. And so that's the championship standings after the race. And it's just confirmation of the results. So we finished P4. Well done to Mini Laverick, that was quite a lead. Well, and Scam behind us only did a 1-stopper as well.